Hey guys, this is Anna with Illuminating Stories. By now, you may have heard about the devastating winter storm here in Texas that have claimed dozens of lives and tremendous amount of suffering due to infrastructure that was unable to support the frigid temperatures, snow, and ice that have pummeled the state since Monday. Millions of people went without power and heat in single digit temperatures for several days. And at one point, the Dallas area clocked in at -2 degrees Fahrenheit. Just think about that, guys. There are reports of elderly and the vulnerable being found frozen to death. And in one case, inside their home registered at 12 degrees when their bodies were recovered. No one should ever have to suffer like that, guys. It is unfathomable for this to have happened in 2021. In addition, loss of water followed, food shortages, store closures, road closures. Now, as temperatures are starting to rise, all of the homes where their pipes were frozen, now it's starting to burst, and you're seeing reports of all of these homes that are flooded with collapsed ceilings throughout their homes. This actually happened to us a couple of years ago, actually, and we firsthand know how devastating and violating this experience feels. And they're likely going to be displaced from their homes for several months. And so I truly feel for them. And none of this really had to have happened. This really has been a very serious situation that warrants a hard look at why this even had to have happened. Change cannot happen without voices that speak up, and those that put their self-interests and their greed before the well-being of others must be held accountable. Preventive controls must be put in place so this never, ever happens again. For now, understandably, emotions are high, and our first priority really should be getting through the survival mode, processing our anger, frustration, grief, and sadness in a way that honors these feelings because they are all valid. We're allowed to have these emotions, and these emotions serve a purpose. All right. So I think facing it and processing it in a way that's productive and helpful is going to be very, very critical. And I also recognize that facing and acknowledging these emotions require a certain degree of vulnerability. And I wanted to create a safe and sacred space for anyone that needs it. These emotions are acknowledged, transmuted, and released. Help us see the way through. I think one of the greatest gifts given to humanity is our resolve and our resilience. The beautiful thing is that once these emotions are acknowledged and released, your ability to move forward in a way that's going to help you tap in to your own inner wisdom and recognize your own divinity and your own ability to create change. It's going to help create a future that's better than the pain and suffering from our past. Because you are all powerful beings, okay? And you have that ability to create change that you want to see in this world. Your voice matters. Your gifts matter. Honestly, the serious can be applied to any intention where you have that desire to honor and acknowledge the emotions that you're feeling, transforming them, releasing them in a way that's going to help you move forward and connect to your divine wisdom, because you can. With that, I'm so excited to introduce to you a 4-part series to help you release, reset, recharge, and renew. First up is a guided healing for release. Thank you, and I will talk to you again in the next part of the series.